Champions of Hero Wars, Zeus reporting. The fastest path through every Nightmare Abode chapter has changed, and one wrong decision can quietly ruin your entire run before you reach the final boss. I've mapped the winning route. Watch this carefully. Chapter 1. No entry buff here. Chapter 1 opens the moment the event goes live. For pets, run Mara on Arachne, Albus on Sebastian, Axel on Burner, Cain on Adam, and Oliver on Somna, with Chorus as your team pet. Chorus is optional here since it barely affects the boss fight, so feel free to swap it out. Take the Acceleration Talisman. The entire strategy revolves around one thing: Sebastian is the only hero who counters the chapter boss, so the rest of the team is built to keep him alive and dealing damage. Expect both Arachne and Sebastian to fall near the end of the fight, but Burner, Adam, and Somna are more than capable of finishing it. Just remember, this setup is optimized for clearing the chapter quickly, not farming the Archdemon. At the boss you'll face Somna. Clearing Chapter 1 rewards 10,000 Valor Coins, 1 Sapphire Medallion, and 1 Soul Stone Chest. Chapter 2. Still no buff requirement, so head straight in. Sebastian steps aside for Electra this time. Put Oliver on Electra, Mara on Arachne, Merlin on Burner, Cain on Adam, and Fenris on Somna, with Oliver as your team pet. Take the Talisman of Sisterhood. The lineup is almost entirely female heroes, making it the strongest choice by far. The biggest change is Electra taking over as your main carry instead of Sebastian. Also, whenever fluffy cards appear in the shop, sell them immediately, they have no place in this chapter's strategy. At the boss you'll face Julius, Lyria, Elmir, Isaac, and Peppy. Beat them to earn 30 large skin stone chests, 20,000 Valor Coins, 2 Sapphire Medallions, and unlock Chapter 3. Chapter 3. Chapter 3 requires 50 buffs, so upgrade your Amulet of Battle to level 5 before entering. Arachne rotates out while Fluffy joins the team. Run Oliver on Electra, Axel on Burner, Merlin on Fluffy, Cain on Adam, and Fenris on Somna, with Chorus as your team pet. Take Acceleration once again. Here's the twist: Fluffy suddenly becomes a priority this chapter, so max him out. Even more important is the pinning strategy. Whenever you can't afford a card, pin it instead of refreshing it away. Stick to that every time and you'll reach the boss with a fully built roster instead of running out of coins. That's often the difference between an easy clear and a failed run. Your boss lineup is Corvus, Dante, Morrigan, Phobos, and Thea. Clearing it rewards an epic gift of the Dominion, 20,000 Valor Coins, and 2 Sapphire Medallions. Chapter 4. Chapter 4 raises the requirement by pushing your Amulet of Battle to level 10. Fluffy is out again, and Arachne returns. Run Oliver on Electra, Mara on Arachne, Chorus on Burner, and Fenris on Adam, while Somna goes without a pet. Keep Chorus as your team pet, and use the Talisman of Sisterhood again. This chapter is simple: skip every Fluffy offer since he no longer brings value, and invest everything into fully maxing your core 5 heroes instead. A maxed out team can comfortably power through the boss, even after taking damage in the earlier fights. The boss brings Krista, Cascade, Orion, Augustus, and Helios. Clear it to earn a legendary gift of the Dominion, 20,000 Valor Coins, and 2 Sapphire Medallions. Chapter 5. Chapter 5 requires 150 buffs, so upgrade the Amulet of Battle to level 15. Hus replaces Arachne this chapter. Run Oliver on Electra, Chorus on Hus, Merlin on Burner, Cain on Adam, and Axel on Somna, with Chorus as your team pet. Switch to the Talisman of Onslaught for the extra offensive pressure. The key adjustment is selling every Arachne card you see. Hus takes her place, and his healing combined with Burner's sustain is exactly what carries you through the undead teams and healer-heavy battles that usually end most runs. At the boss you'll face Lyria, Ishmael, Nebula, Sebastian, and Aiden. The rewards also increase to 20 hero resource chests, 50,000 Valor Coins, and 10 Sapphire Medallions. Chapter 6. Chapter 6 requires 200 buffs, so give your Amulet of Battle one final upgrade. Everything changes here. Mushy and Shroom and Mojo join the lineup, while Somna and Electra are dropped. Run Oliver on Mushy and Shroom, Fenris on Hoos, Merlin on Mojo, Axel on Burner, and Kane on Adam, with Chorus as your team pet. Stay with the Talisman of Onslaught. The biggest shift of the entire run is aggressive selling. Cash in Galahad, Yasmin, Somna, and Arachne, then pour every coin into Mushy and Shroom to build an unbreakable frontline. That investment is what gives Hoos time to heal and lets Adam take over as your main damage dealer. Your final boss lineup is Corvus, Tristan, Alvana, Morrigan, and Sebastian. Defeat them to finish the run and claim a gift of the Dominion, 50,000 Valor Coins, and 10 Sapphire Medallions. That's the complete roadmap to clearing every Nightmare Abode chapter with the right teams, upgrades, and resource decisions. If you found a different strategy or discovered something that made your run easier, share it in the comments. I'd love to see what worked for you. If this guide helped, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, so you never miss the next Hero Wars strategy. Until next time, stay sharp, plan every move, and dominate the battlefield. That's the complete roadmap to clearing every Nightmare Abode chapter with the right teams, upgrades, and resource decisions. If you found a different strategy or discovered something that made your run easier, share it in the comments. I'd love to see what worked for you. If this guide helped, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, so you never miss the next Hero Wars strategy. Until next time, stay sharp, plan every move, and dominate the battlefield.